Hi. Okay.
Hello, Miss Lichtman. How long have you been sitting there?
Not long, Mr. Kelso.
You look lovely, Princess. You
Gross.
haven't exactly caught me at my best. It's okay, Miss Lichtman. I'm a big boy. I know how to take my licks.
Please, call me Elsa.
Okay, Elsa? What can I do for you?
I'd like to explain because
I can join the dots, Elsa.
So this year's
Cole needs your
fucking
help,
DC
Jack.
movie,
The
DC
police
TV show
department have
crossover is
frozen
going to
him
be
out.
Look, you're obviously a brave lady,
3
but
episodes
you
instead of
can't
4
fight
like it
all
was
Cole's
last year.
battles for him.
And
I
the Flash
just
has a new
wanted to
suit,
apologize
and
for
it doesn't have like this
You
little
were right
chain
about
strap
Alicia
that the
Fields.
last three
Tell me something.
of his suits had.
What was Lou Buckwalter's
And
regular
it looks
job?
weird because of it,
He was a
because we're used to
carpenter.
the
He
chin
built
strap.
sets
I
for
just don't know how to
RKO,
feel about
Warner
it.
Brothers.
Set carpenter? Perfect. If you don't mind, Elsa, I'd like to get a little rest now. I've got a lot more dots to join, and it's making my head hurt.
That's perfectly understandable, Mr. Jack. I hope we can meet again under less dramatic circumstances.
I hope so too, Princess.
Stop
I'd like that.
I'm so uncomfortable. I mean, I'm always sleepy, so...
You Kelso?
Who's asking?
Peterson, Assistant DA.
You're in the wrong building, Peterson. This is a hospital.
A wise guy. Let me tell you a story, Kelso.
Can I get the abridged version? My head hurts.
You're a funny guy, Jack.
What do you want,
A
Peterson?
colorful character mentioned your name.
That's
He
racist.
said that you might know something
There's
about...
a problem with colorful characters, Peterson. First they send you over a drink, then they buy you dinner, then you get a phone call in the middle of the night for a favor. Try rubbing shoulders with some solid citizens. They're the ones you're supposed to protect.
You finished, Kelso?
For the moment.
I'm going to run for DA, Kelso. The current administration stinks.
And you want me to help?
I'm looking for a DA's investigator. You get a gun and a badge and $120 a month.
I get $150 a month now.
I'm going after the Vice Squad, Kelso. It's going to get me elected.
I've got something better. How about Leland Monroe?
The property developer?
Do you think I fell down the stairs?
Oh, fucking... God damn it. But, what was I gonna say?
Thanks for the patch-up, Princess.
Stop it.
Might be the only R&R I get for some time.
The only rimming and railing. Bye, sir. What was I gonna say? It had oh yeah, so they casted someone for one of the roles in the DC TV show Doom Patrol, and they cast Brendan Fraser, and honestly, I am so on board. And Doom Patrol is one of the weird things where I haven't read any of it yet, but I really, really want to. Gerard Way actually wrote, if I'm not mistaken, the most recent run of Doom Patrol. But anyway, that has nothing to do with... Oh, I'm gonna burp. This game. They went on sale recently, but I didn't buy any.
Remember me?
Jack, it's good to see you. You've caught me at a slightly inopportune moment. Can we do this some other time?
Back off, Curtis. Move away from the door.
Jack, there's no call for that.
You're smooth, Curtis. I'll give you that. You try to get me killed, and you still manage to be polite about it.
Jack, how could you accuse me of having anything to do with that?
I want to know all about you and Monroe, Curtis. You give it up, or I beat it out of you.
Get the fuck out of here, Jack. You're fired. Who do you think you are? Get out of town now while you still have the chance. You have no idea what kind of forces you're dealing with here.
I guess we've exhausted the passive options.
Dun dun dun.
Sit tight, Curtis. I'm taking a look around. To get all of the stockholders, I need to follow the paper trail.
Yep. This looks like the way someone would actually put these in here. Didn't give me any notes on that, so, that makes me a little uncomfortable.
What exactly do you expect to find, Jack?
I knew you were in bed with a lesion, Curtis. Now I know why.
Cool.
I want answers, Curtis. So pay attention.
Please, Jack. I'm not a violent man.
I don't get it, Curtis. You're vice president of the company. Why take the risk?
It's a simple business transaction, dear boy.
I don't have... Alright, I need your help on this since I don't have my fucking helpful bullshit. He's lying, right? He's obviously not telling the truth. That much I know for sure. Do I accuse or do I bad cop? So... I want to say I use the insurance agreement. Alright, let's give it a shot. Nope.
What
Well,
is it
fuck
with
it. I
you
can find out
people?
the next answer, too.
How can
before
you
I go
live
back.
any better? You already have houses, cars, yachts.
Greed and avarice are very powerful forces for change, Jack. Combine that with the city's desire for progress, and it's a very heady cocktail. You need to be a very special man to be able to resist that.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
You're talking about the future of Los Angeles. You cannot interfere with these
No,
plans.
you're good.
Information, Curtis.
Business people who have joined forces to meet the demand for new homes.
Okay, he's not telling the truth on this one either.
You're lying, Curtis. They're going to burn those movie sets they call houses, and you're carrying the insurance on them.
And how do you prove that, Jack?
Okay, yep. This one's insurance, the other one's share certificate. So, if you don't mind me, I'm just gonna go here. Come on.
Remember me?
Jack, it's good to see you. You've caught me at a slightly inopportune moment. Can we do this some other time?
Back off, Curtis. Move away from the door.
Jack, there's no call for that.
You're smooth, Curtis, I'll give you that. You try to get me killed and you still manage to be polite about it.
Jack, how could you accuse me of having anything to do with that?
I want to know all about you and Monroe, Curtis. You give it up or I beat it out of you.
Get the fuck out of here, Jack. You're fired. Who do you think you are? Get out of town now while you still have the chance. You have no idea what kind of forces you're dealing with here.
I guess we've exhausted the passive options. Sit tight, Curtis. I'm taking a look around. I knew you were in bed with a lesion, Curtis. Now I know why.
Oh. Still want me to find this even though it didn't give me a fucking thing on it. Oh, it did.
To get all of the stockholders, I need to follow the paper trail.
There we go.
What exactly do you expect to find, Jack?
I'm present square, babe.
I want
we go.
answers, Curtis. So pay attention.
Please, Jack. I'm not a violent man.
Alright, just to
I
make
don't
sure I
get it,
have
Curtis.
this right.
You're vice president of the company. Why take the risk?
It's a simple business transaction, dear boy.
You're lying, Curtis. Something happened at the company, didn't it? That's why you took the bribe.
Bribe?
Okay, there we
What
go.
bribe? How can you accuse me of benefiting ahead of the company?
I noticed that the share certificates are in your name, Curtis, not the company's. What did you use as collateral?
Those sons of bitches in Sacramento. They passed me over for president. Sent me here because they believed it was a backwater. But they were wrong. Los Angeles will become the capital of the West, not San Francisco. This place will be the city of the 20th century. And I'm gonna get my cut, Jack.
You're going to jail, Curtis. You and your cronies.
We'll see about that, Jack.
Alright, and this one?
Why the big payoff in the Buckwalter case? It was bound to bring it to attention.
Who could have predicted this particular confluence of events? Elsa Lichtman as the beneficiary who spurns the cash. The brilliant but flawed detective becoming her lover. And you, Jack, taking their bait.
You buy green lumber and
That's
use
what
it to
you did.
build houses. How do you expect it to end?
Mr. Monroe has a fine reputation for building houses. What would I know about his choice of building materials?
Lie.
You smug son of a bitch. You're lying again. It's an insurance scam, pure and simple.
And how do you prove that, Jack? My assessors wrote the policies on the houses.
Is it this? Is it bad cop? Is it good cop? He's not making the same face as he was earlier. What do I do? Is it bad cop, is it good cop, or is it one of these? Because I think the one before this is this.
Sorry. My mistake.
Fuck! Here, let's see
DA
what he
will
says
cut
first.
you a deal if you turn state's evidence.
Nice try, Jack. But I don't think so.
Alright, one last try, and I cough, cough, definitely am not cough, 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 gonna look up the answer. Okay.
Remember me?
Jack, it's good to see you. You've caught me at a slightly inopportune moment. Can we do this some other time?
Back off, Curtis. Move away from the door.
Jack, there's no call for that.
Okay, dope. It looks like there's no one else that I
Curtis, I'll give you
interrogate
that.
during this.
You try to get me killed and you still manage to be polite about it.
Jack, how could you accuse me of having anything to do with that?
I want to know all about you and Monroe, Curtis. You give it up or I beat it out of you.
Get the fuck out of here, Jack. You're fired. Who do you think you are? Get out of town now while you still have the chance. You have no idea what kind of forces you're dealing with here.
I guess we've exhausted the passive options. Sit tight, Curtis. I'm taking a look around. I knew you were in bed with a lesion, Curtis. Now I know why. To get all of the stockholders, I need to follow the paper trail.
What exactly do you expect to find, Jack?
I want answers, Curtis. So pay attention.
Please, Jack. I'm not a violent man.
Why the big payoff in the Buckwalter case? It was bound to bring it to attention.
Who could have predicted this particular confluence of events? Elsa Lichtman as the beneficiary who spurns the cash. The brilliant but flawed detective becoming her lover. And you, Jack, taking their bait.
You buy green lumber and use it to build houses. How do you expect it to end?
Mr. Monroe has a fine reputation for building houses. What would I know about his choice of building materials?
Give me what I need or I'll beat it out of you.
It's all there in the case file, if you know what to look for.
I don't get it, Curtis. You're vice president of the company. Why take the risk?
It's a simple business transaction, dear boy.
You're lying, Curtis. Something happened at the company, didn't it? That's why you took the bribe.
Bribe? What bribe? How can you accuse me of benefiting ahead of the company?
Boom.
I noticed that the share certificates are in your name, Curtis, not the company's. What did you use as collateral?
Those sons of bitches in Sacramento. They passed me over for president. Sent me here because they believed it was a backwater. But they were wrong. Los Angeles will become the capital of the West, not San Francisco. This place will be the city of the 20th century. And I'm gonna get my cut, Jack.
You're going to jail, Curtis. You and your cronies.
We'll see about that, Jack.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
You're talking about the future of Los Angeles. You cannot interfere with these plans.
Information, Curtis.
Business people who have joined forces to meet the demand for new homes.
You're lying, Curtis. They're going to burn those movie sets they call houses, and you're carrying the insurance on them.
And how do you prove that, Jack?
Alright. Insurance agreement.
Rancho Escondido burnt to the ground. California Fire and Life is carrying the paper.
Jack, the best result you could get from insurance would be replacement cost. The stakes are much, much higher.
Very neat, Curtis. Maybe I can't work it out, but Phelps can. He may be many things, but he is one of the best detectives the LAPD has ever had.
Your card is marked, Jack. You'll have an unfortunate accident if you don't leave town.
Your California isn't the same as mine, Mr. Benson. Not at all.
Come on. Come on. Come. Oh, there you go. Look at him learning to use stairs. California Liar and Fife.
Just going up to my office, Barty. Gotta check over some files.
Take the elevator. First door on the right when you come out. You know the way, Kelso.
Okay. If I know the way, then why are you telling me?
Oh, just you.
Instead of saying that, you could have been like, oh hey, the elevator's been fixed. So you can just use that. And that would have let the player know. And then we could have figured out where to go from there. Although, granted, it does look intimidating, so I'll give them that. The actual location was helpful.
So, Curtis, what is it you don't want me to see?
Huh. There's a dick pic right here. See?
34
It was a
degrees,
clue.
4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west.
Oh yeah, shit. Rub that. No, he's not doing it anymore.
There's got to be more in these files.
Oh yeah, just he's not rubbing it anymore. He was rubbing it a minute ago.
Insured replacement value for the house is $900. Current value of the house and land is $3,500.
It's okay.
Christ, how many of these dumps are we carrying on the books?
Oh.
I have a Detective Phelps of the LAPD here to see you.
It's pronounced P-helps.
Have a seat, Cole. Where's the go-between? She's awful easy on the eye for a foreign girl.
Does that private dick petter actually
Well,
work
that's
on
racist.
anyone, Kelso? It's not your style. You were always a little more direct.
This is your dime, officer.
Would you have helped me if I asked, Jack? A little chuck on the shoulder, shot of Semper Fi.
Fuck you, Cole. Be a man. Why send a woman to do your dirty work? You're a cop. Why do you want my help?
I thought a PI might be a little more discreet.
I'm no gumshoe. I used to be an investigator for this company before your investigation got me fired.
I'm sorry to hear that, Jack. I'm sorry about a lot of things.
Is that an apology, Cole?
It's a feeble attempted one, yes. Look, Jack, it's a murder case, and I need help to solve it.
So what's it got to do with Elysian Fields developments?
They're in it somehow. The flyers keep turning up whenever I find a domestic fire.
They're boosters. Stiffing GIs for deposits, making them wait months for a throw-up house. They're already making more money than they can count. What's turned them into killers?
So you believe me?
This is why you dragged me into the Buckwalter case.
Look, Jack, I'm sorry. But if not for me, do it for some of the poor saps who are dying. Or some of the leathernecks who are getting grifted. How about it, Jack?
I know you, Cole. You're still beating yourself up over that medal on Sugarloaf. The medal you think you didn't deserve, but you just don't get it. Nobody deserves a medal. It's just the ridiculous situation you find yourself in and how you react to it. You think you failed up on that hill. But courage isn't a tap you can turn on or off. Courage isn't permanent. It's a tenuous and fickle thing. Courage and cowardice exist in every man. Get over it.
You got it off your chest.
I guess I have.
Can you help me, Jack?
I'm thinking about it. The Hall of Records is the place to start.
Let's go to the Hall of Records. Yay. Okay. Hey, this place looks awfully familiar.
Hello there.
The Land Registry Office. Where is it?
Just up the
Online.
stairs.
Thanks.
Okay, so question. He said just upstairs. Do you mean just? No, I've been there already, accidentally. Was it down there? I think it was down there. Yeah. So question. Tomorrow... Hold on.
I'd like to see the company details of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Certainly, sir. Just this way.
Tomorrow during the morning/afternoon, because I believe you don't work tomorrow still, right? Or do you just go in late? I forget which. But regardless, assuming we have time...
All those suburban sons of bitches ought to be listed in here.
Tomorrow... John Randall sounds familiar. Nope. Tomorrow during the afternoon morning time. Okay. Good to know. Would you like me to finish L.A. Noire? Or did you want me to do one case in the, one case in the morning, afternoon, and then the last one at night? Because in theory, are there more pages? Okay, yeah. In theory, if I do the last two in the morning, afternoon, I can get some of the slow parts of Uncharted 4 done that night.
Courtney.
So,
for God's sake.
That way when Thursday rolls around...
What's he got to do with this?
Is that all? Yeah, that's all. That way when Thursday
I'd
rolls
like information on a plot of land.
Okay, do you have the address?
Not exactly. It's a new lot.
Stuff.
I have the coordinates. 34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west.
All right, that makes it a bit more difficult. Come with me.
So many people here have green suits, and I want one.
I believe that is in the Wilshire area. Here.
34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west. The lot number's 1876988.
Unfortunately, that is just the beginning. We have at least 1 million lot numbers in the Los Angeles area. The registrations are in alphabetical order. You need to convert your lot number to a letter.
How do I do that?
Over here. Use this adding machine. There are 90,000 entries to a book, so divide your lot number by 90,000.
Goddamn, gotta make everything so complicated.
1876988. Divided by
90,000, yes.
$1,876,988 divided by
20.
A starts at 0, so you want to add 1 to your number.
21.
That number is your letter of the alphabet. Once you have the letter, find the right aisle, and you are in business.
You do this every day?
Alright. You said we start at A, right? Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna open the door for my dead brother. Or not. I thought I heard them. Guess I was mistaken. No one was at the door. Okay, but yeah, also you don't have to... I guess not. You don't have to answer if you want me to. Whatever case, however many cases tomorrow during under you. Okay, wish I was under you. Anyway, yeah, you don't have to give an answer for how many cases you want me to do tomorrow morning, afternoon time, until, you know, tomorrow morning, afternoon time. So, for now, I suppose we can just play it by ear. Q O M N R. Where the fuck is you? There you are.
Let's see what the site is worth to them.
Wow, all these Elysian fields.
1876988.
It'll be over here towards the top.
The book value is $350. With the new home in place, the improved value of the property is $3,500. They can make a killing. But how do they pull it off?
You might want to use lube if you're going to pull it off. Oh, there's the Riddler again.
Know why I plumbed for the caddy? The extra trunk space.
One thing you learn in the war, boys. You do your talking once the smoke clears.
Die, Riddler. Yep, Riddler. Okay, now I'm dead. Fuck Batman. Ayo, caddy, ayo, smoke clears, blah, blah,
Know why
there
I
we go.
plumbed for the caddy? The extra trunk space.
One thing you learn in
I
the
had
war,
a dank
boys.
pizza today and it was
You
so
do your
good.
talking once the smoke clears.
Okay. Make sure that this guy doesn't get the drop on me again. Yeah, that's right, I'm talking to you.
Throw out the guns.
Your move, mister. Come get me.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Shit. Although, I'll give this to the game. That looked pretty cool. With all the fucking letters flying.
I'm gonna put holes in you, asshole.
I'm out! I'm out! No! All around me are familiar faces.
Know why I plumbed for the caddy? The extra trunk space.
One thing you learn in the war, boys. You do your talking once the smoke clears.
Alright. Now let's kill this guy again. Thank you for your shot. Okay. Riddler. Let me get that guy too. Riddler, stay down. No, shoot! Oh my god, whew.
I need a word, Courtney.
That's okay, Jack. You didn't need to come all the way down.
It's important, Courtney.
How can I help?
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
What are you talking about?
Don't fuck with me, Courtney!
Jack, I swear, I don't know what you're talking about.
How does your name appear as one of the investors in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
You're out of your mind.
I was down at the Hall of Records checking on a property company called Elysian Fields Developments. Their funding comes from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Seriously, Jack, I have no idea.
Your name is there, Courtney, with some pretty interesting company. The mayor, the district attorney, some dirty cops, and your buddy, Dr. Harlan Fontaine.
Dr. Fontaine?
Spill it, Courtney. I want all of it. Fontaine and the rest.
Fontaine took the morphine off our hands. Look, Jack, I know you said to get rid of it, but it's okay. I did something good for once. He reinvested the money for us. That's it. That's what's happening. They're building houses for GIs, Jack. I turned a mistake into something beneficial. Something that's going to help out the guys.
Courtney, they're building matchstick houses. They're going to burn them for the insurance money. They'll probably stiff the poor bastards for the deposits.
Please, Jack. Say it isn't so. Harlan's a doctor. A good one. He helps out a lot of people.
Looks like he's helping himself, Courtney. You're the fall guy.
Ooh, look at this outfit. Now this is quite the look. Okay, gotta go in this room, understand that. Look at me knowing things. Where the fuck is this telephone? There it is, found it.
Jack Kelso.
Who's asking?
Leland Monroe.
I was wondering when you'd get around to calling.
I'd like to meet with you, Mr. Kelso.
I bet you would, Mr. Monroe. But I value my skin highly enough to not want to meet with you. Why don't you just send some more of your boys around and we'll have a nice cup of tea?
You realize that I could make you a very wealthy man, Mr. Kelso.
Better than $220 a month?
You're a very witty man, Kelso. Substantially better.
I'm going to have to let it slide, Mr. Monroe.
Are you haggling with me, Jack?
I might be.
Come around to my place at 9. 5164 Santa Monica Boulevard. You'll come?
I might.
Up that.
Good night, Mr. Monroe.
My dad and brother coming home. Alright. I have a feeling there's gonna be another shootout. Nope, yep, I was right.
I appreciate the help, all of you. We can reminisce later. I want a minimum of noise and no prisoners.
No prisoners? This isn't Peleliu, Jack.
These guys are grifting GIs. That's what they do for a living.
It's okay, Jack. We all feel the same way. Just hasn't turned out quite the way we imagined.
Let's get it done. Teams of 2 at the ready.
Alright, this is gonna suck. Hey, how's the game? Yeah, that's the important part.
Keep your head down!
That's pretty cool.
I got you now, motherfucker!
Oh, that's awesome.
They're in open ground, Jack. Chew them up! I need someone to cover my 6 right now! 2 of them on your right!
Huh.
That hurts, right?
Throw out the...
That's 2!
Pretty cool.
Fuck you! Fuck you! That hurts, right? I bet it... I need someone to cover my 6 right now!
I hear you. I'm moving.
Stay down! That's it. Out of ammo. All right, men, hold the perimeter. I got personal business with Mr. Leland Monroe.
Well, this guy just doesn't want to quiet down and die. Oh, I really missed that, didn't I? I want this gun for close quarters. Here we go. That's the wrong door. Imagine that in real life, though, where, like, someone's like, I have this guy, and then runs inside, and then kicks open the back door and leaves again.
You're a very sweet-looking girl to be holding such a big gun.
I know how to use it, mister.
I'm sure you do.
Please, mister is my father.
So how about pointing it over there in the direction of Hollywood instead of at me, Princess?
You're quite the wise guy.
I don't normally shoot women, Princess. How about putting the cannon down? I didn't think you had the guts, sweetheart.
Lucky for me, I thought ahead and filled my arm with blood.
I was never very good at reading women.
Thanks to that,
Monroe! Where are you, damn it?
Oh, okay. Nope. Mine. Alright. Me and Scooby will check this place out. Come on, die. Die. No, you don't get to shoot me yet. You don't get to shoot me yet. Ooh.
Put the weapon down, now!
Okay. It's a dead end. Did I put down the shotgun? What the fuck? Alright, I guess that shotgun's just imaginary now. I mean, like, all the visual cues are telling me to go over here, because the light's on here, well, it's not over there. And this room is open. But there, oh, is this door? Yeah.
Jack Kelso.
That's my opening negotiating position.
Oh, you crazy son of a bitch! How did you get in here? I'm bleeding to death. Get me a doctor.
I thought I had an invitation, Monroe. Your boys outside were certainly expecting me. That's my second offer.
You sadistic bastard. What do you want?
I'm going to take a look around, Monroe. Then I want you to tell me what you know about the mayor and those Trojan houses that you're building.
Alright. Well, he was going for the safe, so... Man, he had an iPhone really early.
That's a hell of a payroll.
Huh, suck a dick, Royal. Are you only getting 450?
I'm guessing Benson's portfolio is only a fraction the size of yours, Monroe.
You can't see it, but the guy in the back is actually coming constantly right now.
Smart. Keep the dirt on Fontaine under lock and key. This is your insurance.
Right, so there's more here.
Some sold up. The others obviously didn't know the lengths these sons of bitches would go to.
Hell yeah.
The Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Remind me what they say about absolute power, Monroe.
Fuck you, Jack. Call me an ambulance.
You're an ambulance.
I need to speak with you urgently.
Sit down, please, sit down.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
It's the fund we are using to channel money into the development of new houses.
Why is my name on the board of managers?
Technically, you are a major contributor. Please, Courtney.
Those houses are a sham, Doctor. They're going to be burned for the insurance.
That's a scandalous allegation, Courtney. Do you have any proof?
Jack Kelso, an investigator for California Fire and Life, has seen them. He was almost killed when he found out what was going on.
I don't know what to say. I feel that I have been duped. Who do you think is behind this subterfuge?
Jack says it's a property developer named Monroe. He said it goes all the way to the mayor.
You cannot have believed that I was involved.
I don't know what to believe anymore, Doctor. I hoped that you weren't involved.
Thank you for your trust, dear boy. Be still, Courtney. All of your troubles are finally over. Let them go. Let them drift away.
I think I only have one left to find, one or two.
It can't be stopped, Kelso. There's too much money at stake.
Kingdoms rise and kingdoms fall, Monroe. Ask the Emperor of Japan.
Have some fucking mercy!
Operator, put me through to Phelps, arson squad.
Arson?
Yeah, Biggs, it's Jack. I'm at Monroe's. He's in a talkative mood. If you get here in a hurry, you might get something before he bleeds to death. Elsa.
Oh, thank God.
Where? Fontaine. Dead? Former patient.
So that crazy son of a bitch finally came back for a checkup.
It's Monroe. He's raving.
You want information, cocksucker. You get me some medical help.
I've got to go, Herschel. Monroe's negotiating again. Do you want my final offer, Leland? Tell me how I find the guy who has Elsa.
Nutcase, he did whatever Fontaine asked. He had some kind of power over him. He did all the fires and then he went off the rails. I don't have a fucking name!
I thought your name
He
was
worked as a
Monroe.
bug sprayer. Get me a goddamn doctor! Kelso, you son of a whore! Get me a goddamn doctor!
The plot thickens with 2 C's. Right, do I do another case tonight, or give me 1 second. Right. Oh, okay, I guess there's no war flashback to that one.
Any news from Jack? There's a statewide APB out on it.
Jack's okay. He has something up his sleeve. He's not worried about being caught.
How do we know how long this one is?
We go after the other side of the equation. Jack has a legion and its cronies running scared. We go after the doctor and
Because
some
I
of the
feel
other
like
guys.
that ended
The
on
whole department breathing
a
down
good
our
note to
necks.
continue.
It's time for
on,
action,
but
Herschel. It's time for change. Jack's crossed the Rubicon, and we have to be on the other side ready to help.
Christ, what was that?
Explosion. Something big.
You think it's the Reds? You think those Rusky sons of bitches that dropped the H-bomb on us?
I mean...
Calm down, Herschel. We need to be ready for the call.
I'm not waiting for an invitation. Get in the car and head for the cloud. KGPL can give us the details on the way.
I need to let the dog out so you can decide. In the meantime, be right back. Grand Theft Auto back where it goes. Thank you for putting Grand Theft Auto back where it goes. Alright, if you think you'll be awake enough for God damn it. If you think you'll be awake for this plus when I can do this one. Whoa!
Downtown. Repeating, 88 King is reporting an explosion downtown. My unit, stand by for further.
Okay, yeah,
downtown.
It's deep into this case. Because that way I can still get a chunk of the,
We have looters around the corner. Cuff them or put them down. We need to get this area under control.
Uncharted 4.
You don't shoot at cops, you little prick! Get that bastard cold! Now ain't the time to be looking for a profit, asshole!
Because again, I want to state again, I want to state that it's not like. Oh, do I not? Okay. I want to state that it's not like a bad slow per se. I just don't think it will be as entertaining to watch as the other Uncharted games have been right off the bat, so just in case you don't find it to be so, I would like to get the slow parts out of the way, and at the very least it would jumpstart us to a
The commander will want us at the scene. Let's go.
It's snowing! It would jumpstart us to a
Jesus. I'd never seen nothing
more
like this. I wish I could say the same.
Parts, anyway.
It's like a bomb's gone off. Jesus Christ. Poor people.
We gotta find out what went down.
Fun fact, I have never played this game before, because I don't think I had this case was a downloadable one.
You're late, Phelps. Get delayed somewhere?
And, I don't think I had this downloadable copy.
Wasn't nuclear. If it was, we'd all be dead from the radiation.
That's reassuring. What's radiation?
Everyone inside the factory was vaporized. I mean, look at the size of that crater.
What's going on over there?
The mayor's going on television, appealing for calm.
Television? Who can afford one of those things?
Anything to go on?
We're looking at the remains of Nicholson electroplating. I have an idea of what might have caused the explosion, but I'm only guessing. Have a look around the rubble, see if you come up with anything.
Alright, like I said, this is...
Worlds turn upside down.
To me.
Then it's time for us to do our jobs.
So at least in the other cases. Ha.
That's it, Mr. Mayor.
Aw,
We're
damn
wrapped.
it.
Well, good. Thank you very much, son. I think it went okay.
See it. In all the other cases,
Couple of pickups, sir, but that's
there was a
to be
chance I had some, like,
Nobody's ever
vague
done this
recollection of what to do. Well, for the first, like, three.
Goes for me too, son. Should have played it a little more somber.
For the first
What do you
three
think,
departments I worked
No,
for,
Mr. Mayor, you
there's-
came across as very resolute.
there was a good chance I would remember a decent amount of it from my last playthrough, which was like 3 or 4 months ago.
Probably nothing.
But for the previous arson cases, it was possible that I remembered anything from when I played it originally. But this one, I've got no memory of
Hey,
everything.
detective! I think I got something here.
That's nice. I think I got something here too. A free boot.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Any idea what this is?
Very large egg cup? A Viking helmet? How would I know, Phelps?
Says Kung Pao penis.
Looks to me like some kind of machine component. An airplane part, maybe.
What?
Seems irrelevant.
You're irrelevant. This whole court is irrelevant. So, this is basically what my toilet looked like after that crap I told you about a while ago. Okay. Sure.
Looks like all that's left. I can try the laundry tag.
So that book I found wasn't a clue.
Phelps! I think I found something over
And
here.
all these shoes aren't a clue. But that one laundry tag is.
Detective, you seen this yet? Come take a look.
Blew the locker open, but shielded the contents. Let's see what we got in here.
Oh hell yeah, it looks like they have a comic in here up the top.
Tomoko Akamoto. Japanese name.
Oh, we played Uncharted 4, 3. We know how to...
A substitution cipher.
Let's get
The Germans
anyway.
used them in the war. These are cipher rings.
You know what to do with them?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe. I used them in OCS. These first letters are the cipher key. The rest of the message should align itself.
Where's K? I don't see... A, B, C, F, G, H, I, J... Okay, K is right there, so H... Or is it the opposite? Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's the opposite. Do H. Okay. Maybe not. Okay, sure. Let's do... H. Give me a second. Oh, god damn it, I'm a dipshit. Give me a second. Oh my god. Okay, H. P. This can't be right. B. Y. Yeah, that's not right. Okay, so that'd be H. P. Yeah, no, I don't understand how this works. Do you understand how this works? Because I have no clue what I'm doing. And, oh, I got something. got something, so I'm just gonna keep inching this. V. Okay. Yeah, okay, so I see. It wants me to move these. So now I need to go to B. Or not. B? Yeah, okay. I want to go to the circle. Okay. O. J. L. KQ. Yeah, I just went in a fucking whole circle. K. Q. XSB. The only reason I didn't know what I was doing was because, it didn't give me any indication of if I was doing it right. But now it's telling me so. Yay.
It's an address. 133 North Vermont Avenue.
God damn, that took fucking so much out of me. Man. Let's give whoever did this a hand.
This isn't what we're looking for.
I think Jesus did it. That closes it. Oh, hell yeah, do I get to move another arm? No, I don't. Oh, wait. Still more going on here, apparently. Oh, that's a sweet vape, bro.
Oh, only OSS agents use these things. We'll need to get the film developed to see if there's an espionage angle.
Alright, is that everything there? Nope. Not everything in there. What haven't I gotten yet? Oh, right. The little keychain.
Any ideas, Herschel?
Yeah, it's a holy hand grenade.
None that I care to utter for public consumption.
Did he just think it was an anal bead? I think Herschel might have just thought it was an anal bead. Like, honestly, I don't know what else he could have thought it was. Other than like a butt plug or some shit, but that's basically the same. Used for the same purpose. Can I steal the ambulance? No. It's not stealing if I'm a cop. They're just commandeering. Oh.
I'm Fred Nicholson.
This is your place?
Nice to meet you, Jack Nicholson.
What's left of it? 32 years of work up in smoke.
1, 2, 3.
Can you tell us what happened here?
Our chief chemist, Harold McClellan, was using this area to test the new process.
And what exactly is this new process?
That's classified information, son.
A lot of people died here, Mr. Nicholson. I'm prepared to go to the press and tell them it was your fault. What is the new process?
A way to chemically polish aluminum. It's traditionally done by hand. It's extremely labor-intensive. The process could be worth millions.
Who is Tomoko Akamoto?
Dr. McClellan's personal assistant. She came highly recommended.
Akamoto was involved in industrial espionage. Was she working for you or for a foreign government?
That's a ridiculous assertion. How can you possibly say she was a spy?
How many of your other employees carry spy cameras in their handbags?
That one easier than I expected.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph, she was selling me out.
If she wasn't a foreign spy, who could she have been working for?
There could be other plating companies, but the big customers for the process are the aircraft manufacturers. Lockheed, Boeing, Hughes, North American.
What can you tell us about McClellan?
A brilliant chemist. He approached me a few months ago with the idea for the new process.
So no one has ever done this before?
No, but it's legitimate research.
So you thought McClellan could do what no one else could do. You were prepared to take that risk.
Look, he is
Look at me doing so well.
Was a trained chemist, and his ideas could revolutionize electroplating.
And you would be rich.
I'm a businessman. What's wrong with turning a buck?
You blew up 6 blocks! And God knows how many people are dead.
I regret that.
That's laudable.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Nicholson. Can you send us Dr. McClellan and Miss Akamoto's personnel files?
I will if I can find them.
By the way, we also found the collar of a shirt. It has a laundry tag.
They're likely to be Dr. McClellan. The majority of people who worked here don't use a laundry service.
Alright. Well, you know what this means. Time for me. Fuck. Time for me to take in a fucking fire truck. Hell yeah. I think let's go to the address, right? Hell yeah, dude. Now we're really firefighters.
You think McClellan went up in smoke? Or is he still alive?
Arson detectives are.
You could ask the same question about Tomoko Akamoto.
But now
I guess you could.
Show it.
You got an answer?
Not yet. I'm working on it.
Oh. This thing handles like shit. Alright, backing up. Excuse me while I make a phone call.
Detective Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you speak to someone at the Army Air Force Base for me, please?
Of course, Detective.
Tell them I have what I believe is an aircraft part. It's polished metal, light for its size, and it looks like a cone of some sort. It's stamped on the inside. P&W Wasp Major R4360.
I'll get back to you, Detective, when you check in for messages. Anything else?
I need an address for Superior Laundry Services.
Closest store to your location is in Wilshire, 4766 Melrose Avenue.
Thanks for your help.
Night.
How are we gonna look getting around in this thing, Cole?
Like fucking badasses. That's how we're gonna look. How many people could say that they just fucking drive a fire truck?
Any unit in the vicinity is citizen report support 59 there now at 38
How far away
north.
is it? Okay, it's legit. And it's not too far away, right? Yeah, it's right down the street. I don't like how it starts the siren mid-siren. Whoa!
Any unit in the vicinity is citizen report support 59 there now at 38 North Catalina.
I think we just saw a fucking alien abduction.
R11K responding.
Jesus Christ.
11K Roger. 459 there now at 38 North Catalina Street, code 2.
Hot property, man. Dome.
Cops! Shit!
Stop! LAPD!
Dude, I want ribs again. Oh, I was really hoping the chase was gonna get to happen in the fire truck. God damn it. And granted, yeah, I'm sure this one's faster and better at making turns. But in reality, if I make fucking one push,
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him.
He's dead.
Lay into his wheel well. Come on. Don't leave me hanging out here, Phelps. Move in. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Good luck. What about, is the mood towards this thing about ribs?
Smash the son of a bitch's rear wheels.
But I'm scared to go to prison, mister. They'll take one look at me and...
Alright, now you can drive.
You know the way. You can drive.
Yeah, out of curiosity, do you prefer dry rub ribs or like barbecue sauce ribs? I don't agree with this pizza this person's making.
Well, well. Why the cloak and dagger routine, Miss Akamoto?
I mean, it looks neat, don't get me wrong. It looks like it's made by a fucking monster. Alright. Okay, so it's probably... Okay. What's Sweet Memphis exactly?
Somebody turned the place over. You better watch your step.
Other than, like, an adjective in a location. Who's this handsome devil in the mirror?
Looks like we have a match.
Interesting dame, this Sakamoto. What is it exactly?
Microfilm. A document shrunk to the size of your thumbnail.
Rod must have amazing eyesight.
Alright, there's still clues I've missed. Come on, wait. Oh, I saw that shiny boy. Okay.
You know what this is, Biggs?
Sure. That apartment gives you one of those when you retire.
See, personally, I prefer dry rub, but if I have to, like, a sauce, I think that I like one that's either sweet, spicy, or in between. And when I say spicy, I don't mean like fucking super duper fucking hot bitch ass motherfucking make my face melt spicy, but like, nope. Just like hint of spices. I like spices. Come on. What else can there be for clues? But this is my last case for the final case. On that final case. So, I mean, I might as well. Cool. Didn't make the sound that I, caught everything, right?
What now? Go on and take a look around. But be careful, huh?
Yeah, let me try to do this again, I guess? No? Okay. I honestly don't know what the fuck I should be looking for. He's looking at that, which isn't a clue. I mean, I'll try it again, but I'm fucking pretty sure it's not a clue.
Nothing significant.
Yeah. Okay, let's see where you go, Herschel. You keep switching between these two clues. Oh, did I not get this? Oh, yep, nope, this isn't a clue either. Herschel goddamn Biggs. If you go back to the fucking... I swear to God, I'm gonna kill you, Herschel. If you go back to either of these two. Alright, we're leaving, Herschel. I've lost faith in you. I've lost faith in this world. Maybe I need to come back after I go to...
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Here, laundry services.
And where exactly are we going?
I just told you.
What do you need?
I need information.
Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. We have one of your laundry tags. Can you tell us who it might belong to?
Are you kidding? I got work to do, Mac. Here's the customer book. Knock yourself out.
Number was, J2620, Cole.
Who is Hangstrom?
Could be someone else from the factory. Does he have an address?
No. Dead end. Thank you for all your help, sir.
I thought that was actually going to be the end of it, and it was going to be
message
a dead
for
end.
KGPL.
I was gonna be so upset.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address for an Oscar Hangstrom.
Checking. No residential listing for anyone by that name, Detective. Sorry.
Thanks, ma'am.
Okay, so it was just a dead end. Fantastic.
Can you drive to this one?
All right. Where to?
And because this is giving me a fucking pain in the ass, motherfucker, hard time, I'm going to look for...
163.
Not that one. I think this is Nicholson Electroplating, right? Yeah. Wait a second. Okay, I want to see something. Did I go the wrong way? No, I didn't. It wasn't giving me that prompt. My butt hurt.
You think I could fit in there? I couldn't fit in there.
I'd like to think you would have had something more to say about getting shoved in a fridge, Herschel. One to the head, one to the heart. Point blank. On Jeans Lindbergh. Very expensive watch. Favored by flyboys. I always wanted one as a kid.
That's funny. As a kid, all I wanted was some food on the table.
Man, Rusty, you're real, you must be real fun at parties, huh?
Could be a class ring.
There we go.
Biggs, edge 525. I'll need a couple of black and whites at 133 North Vermont Avenue, Wilshire. We'll need an ambulance in the corner. Probably a team from technical services as well.
Oh, I was really hoping to let me jump up there just because. Alright.
Detective Phelps, badge 1247. Messages, please.
You need to call Ray Pinker urgently.
Can you put me through?
It's ringing now.
We're on our way in.
Nix that. I got a message from Lindbergh Field. An airplane tech there identified your part.
What is it?
He said it was a prop spinner from either a Corsair or a B-50.
A what?
Fits over the center of the propeller and protects the pitch gearing.
So it's a military part.
Could be, but get this. The Spruce Goose runs 8 Wasp R-4360s. I think you better get over there and check it out.
We're on it.
Alright. Somebody left the door open.
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Just hold on, we're going home.
This is a military project, gentlemen. Can you state your business?
Detectives, Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. We're investigating the explosion. We have reason to believe there may be a link to Hughes' aircraft.
I'm sorry, I can't help you there, Detective. Without authorization from Military HQ, you won't be allowed onto this facility.
What seems to be the problem, gentlemen? Hey, Biggs. You're not still with the LAPD.
Afraid so, mates. Can you help us out here?
Sure. What seems to be the problem?
We're working the big explosion at the electroplating plant. I found a part there that belongs to one of your planes.
I work head of security for Mr. Hughes now. I'll take full responsibility. I'm sure we can clear this up. Follow me. It's the big hangar. You can't miss it.
Who is Mapes? And what's his connection to Howard
Vernon
Hughes?
Vapes?
Vernon Mapes used to work
sorry,
at
Vernon
Advice.
Mapes? More like
Word is he
Vernon
runs fuck
Vapes,
pads
am I
for
right?
Hughes' starlets.
A pimp. Earl and Mapes
Do you like
would
that
seem.
car, though?
Mapes was the role model for...
Fascinating.
Follow me.
I'm busy now. Can I ignore you some other time?
Wow. How do you still have a job?
that thing really fly?
Mr. Hughes believes so. Amazing, isn't she?
So, this is the spruce scoop.
Jesus Christ, Biggs, you want to get me fired? Mr. Hughes hates that fucking name. It's the H-4 Hercules to you.
Do you mind answering a few questions, Mr. Mapes?
Call me Vernon, kid. Fire away.
Do you know anything about the explosion that happened at Nicholson Electroplating this morning?
No more than anyone else. Heard the boom while I was shaving. Almost shit my pants. Thought it was Pearl all over again.
But you had no personal contact with any of the employees. And you have no idea what caused the explosion.
I'm in security. I handle Mr. Hughes' personal interests, if you get my meaning. I'm not directly involved in manufacturing.
Do you know Tomoko Akamoto?
Never heard of the broad. Why?
I never said it was I think this could give it away, but... Remove an answer. Cool.
You don't happen to wear an LAPD tie pin, do you, Mapes?
Sometimes. I have a couple of them from my days on the force.
Do you know the chief chemist at Nicholson Electroplating, a Harold McClellan?
I've heard of the guy. He was pitching some fancy process to the company.
I don't think he's telling the truth, but he definitely looks more trustworthy than he did before, so...
And were you interested?
The slide rules and lab coats are always interesting. If he could get it to work.
I'm not gonna redo that one.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Mapes. Do you mind if we have a look around while we're here?
Sure. Knock yourself out.
You want to take a look inside her? And her?
Hell yeah, let's go inside the big old planey boy. Oh. Hell yeah, let's go inside the big old planey boy.
Get a load of these engines. You think that cone could have come off one of them?
Man, he even looked excited to get up here. Alright. This isn't inside of it. I've been duped. Whoa. Come on, just jump into the door. Jump to the door, Phelps. God damn it. Oh, that's how it's supposed to get in. Okay. Well, it doesn't really look like there's anything over here anyway, so... Look at him go. Alright.
Latitude 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. Longitude 76 degrees, 0 minutes west.
Come on, let me check out whatever you want me to check out. Thank you.
76 degrees west. 24 degrees, 15 minutes north.
24 degrees, 16 minutes?
76 degrees west. 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. 76 degrees west. Let's see where this is exactly. The Bahamas. Somebody's already got their maiden flight planned.
don't know what else there is around here. Sounds like there's still stuff around here because, like... Fuck. Is it down here by any chance? Aha!
McClellan's process was going to replace all this.
Looks like Mape's office is in the far corner. Let's go see what he's hiding.
Haha, okay, yeah, it just wasn't all on the plane.
That is Marie the Body McDonald.
Does Hughes have her on contract to RKO?
Yeah, I bet he does.
Why are there so many clues for this one? This place is too big for me to just be let to run around in. Although this place would be pretty neat to have a fucking shootout in. Alright, fuck it. Intuition. Cool, can't show all clues. Love it. Love it. Alright, let's definitely not check out Google again. Sorry if I'm being too bad at this right now. Okay, okay. I
think we accidentally stole a fan from Maine, huh?
Oh, did we? I've seen it, but I didn't know if that we did that.
Yeah. It looks like one of those.
Because I took that one, but
No, I don't think it would have been moved because you unloaded the car.
yeah, that wasn't in there.
I think Mom had that they brought. So they stole a fan and left it.
Okay, and go look at, okay, the only fucking thing I missed is the 3 engines that way. These.
Is that a Pratt & Whitney 4360?
Sure is. You know your motors.
Do you mind if I take a look at the prop spinner?
We're getting her ready for sea trials, so be quick about it.
Wow, there's still more to this.
What's the oily covering on the metal?
We coat the aluminum parts in linseed oil to preserve it from oxidization.
Okay.
Let's see what Pinker has for us. He's probably done tinkering with that camera by now.
Alright, so yeah. I still have to go to the police
Thanks for
station.
the tour, Mapes.
Always happy to help the department. Hey, don't I know your face from the papers? You're the cop that's stripping that German broad.
Nah, I think you got the wrong guy, Vernon.
Alright.
Good day, miss. You're behind the wheel.
So where do you want to go?
So McClellan was selling his new process to Hughes and cutting out Nicholson.
Looks that way. But this would never go all the way up to Hughes. You would have middlemen dealing with stuff like this.
Someone like Mapes?
The word middleman was invented for guys like Mapes.
Right. I really appreciate how they didn't tell me where to go, so
I want to make homicide.
I'm just going to guess down here. Was I right?
Hey, Cole. You're not winning any popularity contests upstairs, you know.
Okay, cool. I didn't
Where
even
do
be a
you
douche
stand?
about it.
I think you're a good cop, but I try and stay out of politics.
Everybody tries to stay out of politics, Ray.
Well, don't quote me on it, but I'm hoping that Parker will get the job and clean this place up. I have your photographs.
I don't care.
You can use the magnifier. There's quite a lot of detail.
Alright, I'm trying to... Okay, do I select the photo? Okay.
Very funny.
I think you're right, Ray. We have our man. You take a nice photo, Phelps.
Bringing the Watcher a match for our John Doe. He's obviously the competitive bid. Can you get this over to Lockheed so we can get a name for this guy?
It's already on its way.
Is that Roy Earl? No.
Howard Hughes, millionaire, industrialist, aviator, and playboy. And Vernon Mapes, ex-dirty cop and business fixer. I found a similar tie pin along with a dead guy in a fridge. Excellent photography, Tomoko. So Tomoko had the goods on McClellan. Too bad they blew the place to hell.
Dude, there's so many photos here.
Is this McClellan? Can anyone make out the street number behind him?
I like how you can see the reflection of my
kidding?
outfit
My eyesight?
in the glass. That's a nice touch.
Mary says he's sick. If I guarantee he walks.
Alright.
Cole, can you help me with a little experiment? Use the eyedropper in front of you. One drop from each of the bottles on the desk. Place the drops in the Petri dish.
He said one of each, so... Man, that was an easy puzzle.
It's okay, guys. Just a little experiment.
Can you guys knock it off? Everyone's still jumpy from that bang this morning.
Very funny, Ray. You just took a couple of years off my life expectancy.
Did the same trick to me about an hour ago.
So that was the stuff that caused the explosion.
I think so. Acetic anhydride is almost as explosive as nitro, and when mixed with perchloric acid, it's very unstable. It needs to be cooled constantly. We used linseed oil. You could add any organic compound to trigger an explosion.
Yeah.
3 little drops.
Yeah. And they were using 100-gallon vats.
Okay, yeah.
Peanuts
I
are
don't
walking
work
down the
tomorrow,
street. One was assaulted.
So. Yeah.
Extra!
Let's see it. This would be a really clever place to put the newspaper. Aw, I was really hoping it'd be one of those fucking flashback newspapers. But it wasn't. Alright.
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
My name is Cole Phelps. I'm the last good cop in this city. Oh, cool.
This place stinks of petroleum.
Shit.
Avgas, if I'm not mistaken. It's
Oh,
all around the floor.
I was really hoping I could still have my gun out so I could shoot it. Oh.
Hangstrom is flying today on TWA.
Hangstrom is dead, Cole. Why leave your ticket behind?
Maybe just cleaning up. Hangstrom and McClellan are the same man.
Wow, they legit just used a fucking photo for that, I guess.
The gas, Cole, the gas! We gotta get out of here right now!
Okay.
Look, by the stove! Shoot the gas line, Cole, we're out of here!
Where? Oh, gotcha. You couldn't have done that, Rusty? Oh, I was just standing in fire, I guess.
There you are, shitheel. Come on, he's not getting away from us. Phelps, you gotta get me closer. Bring into his wheel well, come on!
Really? The fucking single post in the middle of no other post other than that one. Okay, I got this. Pardon me, guys. Jesus Christ. The things you do to not hit people in this game. Oh wow, we're driving back into this area. Wow, I legit jumped over a guy. That's pretty cool. Alright. There's another one?
You security men, Cole. Stay on me. Knock them off the road if you have to, but stay on that fucker.
Wow, that work.
Don't go to sleep on me.
Well.
Get in close. Keep it steady and I'm trying to bust his tires.
Jesus Christ, okay. Look at my tires. They are not in for a good time. Come on. Dude, I am shocked my car is still moving. Like, you can see the fucking motor. Thank God, okay.
Stop right there. Get out of the car slowly. Fire a warning round.
We're gonna have to go through all the security men first. I hope you're ready for a fight, Cole.
The tires.
Oh, I see. We're just gonna fucking kill soldiers then, that are legitimately just doing their job. Stay down.
Let's see.
No games. I'm like, okay. I can understand that because, oh, morally great character or whatever. No, I'm playing as a cop right now. There is no excuse for my guy doing this.
Mouse, fine. Let's go and get his ass.
Oh well, I said this looked like a cool place for a shootout.
Throw out the...
We're now. And I'm running out of ammo with this gun.
Eyes open. Around here somewhere.
Cool, did I get him? No.
Stay in cover.
Oh, I can just... Cool.
Just my luck. Out of ammo. I got you.
Kill a cop, and it's the electric chick.
Look at me doing so good.
You're gonna have to explain this to me again. So the guy at the chemical plant, he's planning on selling his magic formula to another company and skipping town with his assistant, but he blows himself up before he can manage it. So why the dead body in the refrigerator?
Mapes, Captain. He was eliminating all competitors for the process. When it went bang, he burnt down the apartment to remove all connection between Hughes and the plant.
Mapes, right. I remember Vernon Mapes. The guy had good, honest cops hanging their heads in shame. Glad he's finally out of commission. I don't know if it'll do you any good, Phelps, but between the Spruce Goose and half the city exploding, you might just have made the case of the decade.
So we can watch the beginning of this part, and then tomorrow
Good morning, Doctor.
And a good morning to you too, Elsa.
I'll finish.
You look radiant.
Thank you, Doctor.
We haven't been seeing much of you lately, Elsa. You've been missing appointments.
I'm sorry, Doctor. I've been feeling much better.
That's very good to hear. And what has brought about this improvement?
It's the new man in my life. He's convinced me to fight my addiction.
Ah, the policeman from the newspapers. How has he coped with his fall from grace?
He can finally see things from a human perspective, rather than the ivory tower he created for himself. It's making him stronger. It's making me stronger helping him.
You wouldn't make a bad analyst yourself, Elsa. Should we swap seats?
We're both finding we have a lot to live up to.
And what is that?
In my case, Lou. He went through hell along with me and still came out smiling. In Cole's case, his friend, Jack Kelso.
Kelso?
You've heard of him?
No, I just like the sound of his name.
Cole and Jack are working on a case together.
Is Jack a policeman too?
No, he works for the district attorney.
What?
He's a special investigator. I thought you didn't know him.
I have never met the gentleman in question.
He has been looking into Lou's case. Cole thinks it might be linked to some fires he's investigating. You look pale, Doctor.
It's cold in here, Elsa. I think I'll close the window. Why are you looking at me like that, Elsa?
You arranged for Lou to work at Elysian Fields, Doctor.
Your fears are unfounded. I meet many people in my line of work. There are many ways that people can be helped. Finding them work is just one of them.
I don't believe you, Doctor. I've seen you with Monroe at the club.
I'm sorry that you have come to that conclusion, Elsa. I've always so enjoyed our conversation. I can see your future, Elsa. And Cole, the policeman. And Jack, the investigator. It's an unfortunate and grisly end.
I've come to help you, Doctor. To help you cross over. All your sins will be forgiven in the next life.
So much is happening right now. Alright, am I all good to stop the game? Are we all good?
It's gotta be one of these places.
The arsonist's a bug sprayer. He must have worked at one of these joints.
Alright. Cool. That's where we're stopping now. You can tell that downloaded, downloadable extra case that I just did was, not in the not in the full game originally, because it just, yep, that's the other kind of war, you're right. You figured it out, you cracked the case. Alright. But yeah, time for Twilight Zone.